雨の日の運転って心配ですよね。いざという時によりちゃんと止まれるタイヤといえば横浜タイヤでしょ。
晴れの日の約4倍も事故が多い雨の運転。横浜タイヤならより安心。
タイヤは雨で選ぼう。横浜タイヤ。
追い求めれば求めるほど遠ざかる時もある。でも理想に追いつけるのは自分だけだ。池江璃花子は横浜ゴムと世界に挑戦する。限界はない。行くぞ横浜。
MID ホイール Are you ready everybody MID ホイールダンディームーディー MID ホイールキャンディーフレンディーホイールは MID。
Ultimate lubricant. Mortis.
メイドインジャパンブリード。
グランスノーは日替わりで DJ が来てるんだよ。今日は特別にブースにお邪魔します。
さあ皆さん、スノーボードを楽しんでますでしょうか。
いただきます。ちょっとこのリフト日本で一番速いらしいよ。なんと秒速5メートル。それって時速何キロ？わかんない。しかもこのリフトすべて水力発電で賄ってるんだって。すごい。キッズパークも充実。大満足。
Good morning and welcome to 2025 Yokohama Presents FDJ2 Round 5 at Okuibuki Motorpark.
How's everybody doing? It's been a few weeks for us, but y'all just got done. Some of y'all just got done watching Pro Spec, but we're back here in Japan and excited for the day.
Yeah, it's great weather today. We have a judge clip pretty soon that tells you guys how they're going to be judging and go over the new layout.
やあみんな、フォーミュラドリフトジャパンのルール判定システムについて説明するよ。まずは優勝までの道のり。大会は予選と決勝に分かれます。予選は単独走行方式。単独で2度走行し、高い方のポイントで上位32位までの決勝進出を争います。決勝は2台によるタンデムバトル方式。先行と後攻を入れ替えての2度の走行による勝ち抜き戦です。これらのコンペティションを決めるのは3名のジャッジ。それぞれライン、アングル、スタイルという視点で判定をします。持ち点はライン35ポイント、アングル35ポイント、スタイル30ポイントの合計100ポイントです。ラインとは規定された各ゾーンをより近く、より理想的なラインで通過できているかを判定します。リアタイヤの設置部分がゾーンの外側のラインをなぞることが高得点のコツ。4本のタイヤのうち3本がラインの外側に出てしまったらポイントは0点になります。各大会によってそれぞれのゾーンに規定ポイントが振り分けられています。アングルとはコースに設定されたゾーンのラインに対してどれだけ深い角度でスムーズに通過しているかを採点します。ラインに対してより垂直なアングルをキープすることが高得点のコツ。各大会によってそれぞれのゾーンに規定ポイントが振り分けられています。スタイルとはドリフトの美しさ、スピード、迫力、ファッションなどドライバー自身が思い描いた走りを確実にコントロールし、ジャッジをうならせることができているかが採点されます。決勝へは先ほど説明した通りポイント上位32台が進出します。決勝は勝ち負けの判定による勝ち抜きトーナメント方式です。追走で行われ先行後攻を入れ替えた2度の走行をもって各ジャッジが勝者の判定もしくはドローの判定をします。3人中2人以上が出した判定で勝者および再走が決定します。追走を有利にするポイントは先行では単独走行と同じくよりポイント基準に沿った良い走りをすることが前提です。それが遂行できていなければジャッジの印象に大きく影響します。後行車両は先行車両と同じラインで同じ角度を取りながらより接近して追随します。しかし先行車両に接近できていても同じライン同じ角度でなければスピードスタイル的に理想的な走りとは言えず勝利にはつながりません。それは先行車両が通ったラインをショートカットすれば接近しやすくなりまた角度が浅ければ速度を上げやすくなり接近しやすくなる、そして調整幅が大きくなるという理由からです。審査はジャッジ席で行っているのでそこから見た判断になります。 そのためにジャッジ席の真横に各チーム1人が入れるスポッター席という場所を設けており、ジャッジの見え方をドライバー、チームスタッフと共有できるようになっています。観客席などジャッジ席以外の場所で見ていた場合、審査結果と全く違うように見えることがあります。ライブ放送で見ていた場合も同じように感じる場合がありますが、それはこの競技がジャッジ席からどのように見えているかで審査されるためです。それぞれが見ている場所により、ジャッジ席およびライブ放送のカメラ位置との角度の違い、高低差などで見え方が変わってしまうからです。あくまでもフォーミュラドリフトの審査はジャッジ席からの見え方でジャッジが判断するということになります。それらをご理解の上、フォーミュラドリフトジャパンをお楽しみください。以上がルール概要でした。さあ、フォーミュラドリフトジャパンの楽しみ方が分かったところで Here we go!
And welcome back.
Some good animation.
They spent quite a bit of time this morning working on it. I guess it got tuned up a little bit.
Yeah. There was some flaws in it. They fixed it right on the spot.
Yeah. I guess the mouth animation was a little off.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all would be able to tell so far, but they changed the layout from last year.
We have our Japanese MC, Aichi Akutsu, and our judges, Yoichi Imamura, Taihiro Kara, and Kenji Yamanaka. Hashtag FDJ2. Yeah, they're saying how it's super hot outside. We have a breeze in the booth, but that's because we are stacked with fans and a couple ACs.
I'm Langston.
Josh.
And we'll be along with you the rest of the day and tomorrow. Yeah, right now it's showing 35 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, so it's the upper 90s, yeah?
Upper 90s, yeah. So it is a hot one today. The drivers are going to be in their cars much longer. It's almost, some of these tracks that they're going against, it's almost double the length of.
Yeah, yeah. This is a short, compact, very technical track.
Yep.
The new layout this year makes it a little bit longer, but also it increases the speed.
Yeah.
Especially compared to last year's, the entry speed is going to be quite a bit faster. There's a couple more sweeping zones. Overall, it flows really good. The only issue I heard from many of the drivers was zone 3. They just said it comes up on the map. And just a reminder, FDJ2 is a one-make tire. We use the Admin Naova 8009.
Yeah, and they have to use this tire whether it's raining or shining, and they don't get another option.
Limited width options too.
Yep.
So it's all about car tuning. You can adjust tire pressure, but you can only get so much grip out of the tires.
Exactly.
And it's also a one-make wheel spec as well, and those are MID wheels by Rays.
So they do have some cool designs, and it looks like they've been holding up all season. Haven't really seen any broke ones, so.
Yeah, I haven't seen any wheels fail. And I've seen some decent contact.
Yeah. I think we've seen some works break and FDJ, but other than that.
Yeah, but a lot of there's like super hard impact.
Yeah, that was a bad one.
So I believe the actual start time will be at 1 p.m. for us, so in about 14 minutes. here's the finals from last week. Between Nagase and John.
Nagase was
不幸で
battling
お
all
渡ししましたの
day.
初優勝、ここまでの戦い振り返ってどうでしょうか。そうですね、前半はちょっと自分の思うような走りではなかったんですけど、後半、決勝に2連続、行くことができました。去年は後半、ね、結構いい成績を収めてというところでシリーズチャンピオンを取れたんですが、今年まだシリーズ2位のところにいて1位とまだ若干点数があるんで、今回ね新しいレイアウトということで個人的にはすごい楽しみなコースになっております。車への負担もねすごく多いんですが、いい走りをできるようにしていきたいと思ってます。はい。
So all he's trying to do is come out nice hard, compete strong, and finish on top.
Yep, keep winning. Which he's been doing a pretty good job all year. He's been up in the ratings and podiums a lot of this year.
Yeah, and here's each of the rounds, how they finished. And one of the crazier things is Sana, who finished second in round 1 and second in round 3, was the top qualifier in both, or second in 1 and third in 2. He finished as top qualifier for both round 3 and 4, but he got knocked out in the top 16. Overall, it's a very close race to the top.
Yeah.
And we have Soshiro Nakamura at first, at second, Koji Nagase, third, Toshiko Mizuno, fourth, Daichi Asaki, and fifth, Russell Vire. Russell's not with us today. He's taking some time to work on his car, get everything ship shape for the next round and final round.
Yep. He's taking a beating all year, so he's got to have some point you got to stop and be able to fix it.
Yeah. And here's our new layout.
So they do have quite a bit of a run up, and they've been gaining a lot of speed, getting into that 3-2-1 right at the start line.
Yeah, I don't know that I see many drivers actually initiate right at the 3-2-1.
No.
They're all coming in hot right at the corner. Outers are 1, 10 points. Nice and deep through that. In clip is 5 points. Back to outers on 2 for 5. The next is outers on 3. And back around to zone 1, which is also zone 4 on the way out. Overall, the zone 1 and 4 are the ones you want to make sure you do the best at.
Yep.
As they are worth the most points.
Exactly. Seen a lot of people in outer zone 3 kind of pinch themselves off because they come out of outer zone 2 shallow and they gain too much speed and they are not able to scrub it down in time.
Yeah. They're trying a lot of times to scrub it down with brake instead of angle.
Yeah.
With a couple drivers actually throwing in super big angle going into zone 3.
Exactly.
And the Japanese judges are saying that it's going to be, or they suspect it's going to be much, much faster than last year, much more exciting, and the ability to throw a lot more angle.
Yeah, after watching practice, I could see a lot of very high qualifying scores.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of people are very confident because they like the speed and they're big sweeping outer zones, which is easier to get in and stay in.
One thing that I was wondering about, and me and Langston were talking, is outer zone 1, or not outer zone 1. Before you get to outer zone 1, you have the run up and it cuts right. We're trying to decide whether it's better to play it wide and crank up more speed for the straight and then hit the 3-2-1, or to sort of cut on the inside and swing out and start to drift essentially on the inside.
I will say that I think I've seen a lot of people kind of just stay in the middle.
Yeah.
They're not pushing themselves too far wide. They're either closer to the inside line or right in the middle of the track.
Yeah, I haven't seen anyone try and essentially slow roll the first corner to pick up speed between there and the 3-2-1.
That could be an advantage.
I mean, that could be a tactic.
Like, yeah, a little trick.
Everybody else is cutting inside, cutting mid. Yeah, Sam is in FDJ1.
And that will be next week. Same location.
Same location. But the FDJ1 layout is going to be even more different.
Yeah.
Yeah, the zones, zone 1/4 is very big, but also is, I think, a great opportunity to hit and ride the whole zone.
Yeah. 2 as well.
Yeah, 2 also. 3 does pinch off quite a bit, but overall it gives you opportunity to throw more angle. I mean, you can see essentially where the rubber's being laid down in the zones, and see the normal line that a lot of people have been taking.
Yeah, it does seem like the people that are throwing in a ton of angle to outer zone 3, they're able to get on the gas at the very beginning of outer zone 3 and then stay in it all the way through, rather than people that are like using their brake to get into the zone. They're having to float through, and then it kind of pushes them too far out.
So the end of the zone marker, I don't know how many times people went a little too wide and it'd be 10 feet away.
Yeah.
That zone marker would fly.
Yeah, almost every run in practice they were putting that pylon back up.
Yeah.
Every single run.
Ming Ming is in FDJ1 also. And I'm not sure if she's going to be here next week. I believe that she will be at Okayama, but I'm not 100% sure if she'll be here next week.
Yeah, if you want to see that everybody who is running today, at the top of the chat, there's a link, and it gives you the whole qualifying bracket.
Yeah, overall, what do you guys think about the new layout?
It seems very interesting to me. I kind of like it compared to last year. It seemed like last year was a little bit slower, and maybe there were some complaints. That's why they changed it up this year, get it a little faster.
Yeah, so the previous layout was a bit slower in the middle. It's you had a good straight run up, but then there was a lot more inside instead of outside.
I mean, it's also hard with a pad like this being not as small. It's kind of small compared to all the tracks that we've been going to. It's super small, so like they have to figure out a layout that works best all the way around.
Yeah, very much so. Eric, I'm doing great. It's always great when I can come down, watch drift, hang out with you guys, and the weather's nice.
Yeah, it's not raining this weekend, so
it's great.
So we're having a great time so far. Been able to watch practice. It should be coming up to the start line here in the next 5 minutes or so.
Oh, we'll definitely hear when they start hit the burnout box.
Yeah, their burnout box is right behind our box, so it's going to be super loud all day, but we're up for it.
Yeah. I don't need my eardrums. Yeah. I mean, overall, it's still a very small track because, in theory, it is essentially a parking lot.
Yeah.
That's converted to a track in the summer. I've seen 4 layouts between FDJ2, multiple layouts, J1, a couple different layouts, and D1 also had a different layout as well.
I like that they change it up, so you never know what's coming until you show up. Got the judges saying hello to the fans, and I can't say that I feel like there's a lot more people out today because I know it's not going to rain this weekend, so maybe they all showed up, showed out because they knew it wasn't going to rain.
Yeah, very much so. And I'll tell you, you're driving up the mountains to get here too.
Yeah, it's crazy when we were coming up here. It was like we're just driving through the mountain, and then it just stopped, and it's like, all right, we're at a racetrack now.
Yeah.
So I don't know if how many people were watching the commercials, but it was showing the ski resort, and that's where we're at. So during the winter, it's a ski resort, and during the summer, it's a racetrack.
Okuibuki Grand Snow.
Yep.
During summer, is it Grand Drift?
Can
That sounds cool, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually just hoping for some sort of cloud cover, anything that can help the drivers. Because I was talking to some of the drivers yesterday. They're like, they went through like five of the 2-liter bottles of Aquarius.
Oh yeah.
That's
yeah. I was watching some of the drivers, and they had a AC unit just sitting on their face.
I mean, you got to do something. Yesterday was even hotter than today. I guess yesterday was like 101, 102.
Yeah.
And that's just outside temps. That's not in the sun, in the car temps.
In the car is probably like 115, 120.
It gets crazy fast.
Is that like 40 degrees Celsius? Somewhere in there?
Something like that. Yeah, I think this might be the first J2 round where it didn't rain.
It rained for first round?
Yeah. We have Yokohama presents FDJ2 round 5 Okuibuki Motorpark qualifying. Let me pull into the line shortly. And here we go. Daisuke Hara with Team CM Feeling in his S15 Sylvia.
Yeah, this is the first time we're seeing him this season.
Yeah, this season.
So let's hopefully he comes out ready to rock and roll. He's heading into this 3-2-1. Gets all the way through outer zone 1. Gets right at that first line at that inside clip. Gets out of outside zone a little early, but does a nice job in outer zone 3, coming back around to outer zone 4. Nice and deep. Oh! Gets that third tire right on the line, so we'll see what the judges have to say.
Right on the edge.
It's hard because they put the zone, and there's a little gap to the outside of the track.
Overall, Hana was Daisuke was doing very good so far. His zone's nice and deep. We're going slow-mo to...
I feel like that chalk has to mess him up a little bit. Gets a little bit loose.
Like right on the edge.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? Do you guys think cross the line, on the line? So close.
Yeah. Nope. And he will get a 0 for his first run, but hopefully comes back out for round 2. and does a couple touches, and he should have a pretty good qualifying score.
So close. Up next, we have car number 999, Julian Kwok with RSR and TRC in his Supra.
Coming around, looking for this first out. It gets real deep, hits that 3-2-1 cone. It does a nice shot in outer zone 1. Comes back around to this inside flip. Nice and deep. A little bit too deep in that second outside zone. And then, oh! That's what we were talking about earlier. Just pushing yourself and not be able to slow down in time for that outside zone 3, and it just pushing you off track.
A lot of drivers are trying to correct that by hard braking right by zone 3. The other way to cure that is just throwing more angle.
A lot of angle, a lot of gas. And push and drive yourself out of it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Julian went a little too hard with the zone 3.
Yeah, you can see those cones. They've been up all day right before that outside zone 3, and a lot of drivers have been using that as a timing reference. Once they get to the cone, they either slow down, hit the handbrake, or whatever they need to do.
Yeah, definitely. You use those 4 cones as a timer reference.
And I think that's the first that I've seen at any track so far. So it's nice that they gave them something to go off of.
Yeah, very much so. Up next, we have car number 22, Yasuo Takano with Advantage Neo, G-Meister, Cleve Racing, HPI, and Neat in his 180 SX.
Gaining a lot of speed as he comes into this first outside zone. Gets all the way nice and deep in that zone. Is a little bit behind on that inside clip. Has a little bobble around outside zone 2 and misses that zone. But comes back around to outside zone 3. Gets nice and deep in outside zone 3. And makes his way back to outside zone 4. And oh! He pushes himself a little bit too deep.
It definitely has, it sounds like he's having some sort of trouble.
Yeah.
Coming out of zone 1, looks okay. A little deep there, in clip, but like he almost stalled. Yeah, to zone 3. I mean zone
2. Sounds like he did the same thing right there too.
Yeah. Yeah, Russell is taking some time to make a few tweaks on his car and prime it, get it ready for the final round.
That car's been beat up all year.
Unfortunately, that's a 0 for Takano in his first round. Up next, we have car number 130, Hubert Lee with RSR and TRC in his GR86.
Little understeer as it comes around that corner, and then gets into this first outside zone. Does a real nice job in that outside zone 1. Is a little deep in that inside clip, coming around for outer zone 2. Gets in a little late, but does a nice job all the way, staying all the way through it. Looking for outer zone 3. It's a little shallow, and it looks like he maybe missed that zone, but no! And comes around and over rotates.
Just do it a little too hard. I mean, during practice, everybody was looking much better. Again, I think maybe it's nerves that are getting to him. Yeah. It's like, just remember, come out here, have fun.
Yeah, especially at the very beginning. Some of these drivers haven't driven all year, so like they're not getting as much laps, and they just get nervous as qualifying turns.
Yes, and this is qualifying. It's not practice. And unfortunately, that's a 0 for Hubert Lee. Up next, we have car number 416, Ryan Zick with KCM Trade TRC JJ200 Chaser.
Getting into this 3-2-1. Coming in with a lot of speed in outer zone 1. Has to throw a lot of angle at the end of it. There's a nice drop that inside clip. Nice and deep in outer zone 2. Get like one tire off coming around to outer zone 3. Gets real deep after outer zone 3. But looking for outer zone 4. Looks like he gets like 2 tires off right at that finish line.
But I think that this will be
that will be a score.
I mean, he's definitely throwing it in deep.
Yep.
I feel like quite a few of these, if he started to transition a little bit sooner, he could have had a much cleaner line and more angle. But overall, should be winning the scorebook.
Yeah, a couple are asking what's in the background of outer zone 1, and then leading up to it, it's just big foam blocks. Kind of have a cushion if they go into the wall. They have a little bit of something to protect them.
Yes.
I don't know how much it'll do, but it'll do something.
And for Ryan Sit, he has a 47. Puts him in first place right now. And up next, car number 26. Masayuki Minami with Team YNJ in his S13 Sylvia. I get 1V in it.
Yep.
And he's looking to knock Ryan out of first place.
Wait. Maybe not.
I just heard him say that he's taking a 5-minute timeout. He just wants to check some stuff. We have our next driver pulling up to the blocks of car number 318, Timmy Wu with RSR TRC, his GR86.
Coming in with a lot of speed as he runs into this outside zone 1 with a lot of angle at the end out of zone 1. Does a nice job in that inside clip coming around outside zone 2. Has a little bobble in the middle of it, but all in all does a nice job in outside zone 2. Coming around to outer zone 3. Is a little shallow in outer zone 3. Making his way outer zone 4. He gets nice and deep. And looks like he gets like 2 tires off.
Yeah. Overall, really nice run.
It's crazy how he's able to slow that car down that fast right there.
Oh yeah. Like I tell you what, his brakes are on point today.
Yeah.
Gets the interclip midway, nice and deep into zone 2. Picking up so much speed into 3 because it's scrubbing so fast. Got 1, maybe 2 tires off at 4. And a 63 for Timmy Wu. I think the tire drops just ended up adding up to quite a bit. Up next, car 173. Eijo Noguchi with Harukaze Racing and his GR86.
Does a nice job in that outside zone 1. Is a little deep in that inside clip. Nice and deep in outside zone 2 with a lot of angle. Oh, looks like he might have straightened up right before the outer zone 3. Then comes back around for outside zone 4. He gets nice and deep in outside zone 4 right at the end.
Overall, a very good run. Nice and deep through each of the zones. I mean, he's been showing flashes of brilliance.
Yeah, he's throwing a ton of angle, but then it looks like that might have messed him up right there. But then he gets right back into a lot of angle.
Definitely nice and deep through the zones. Yeah, the judges are talking about between 2 and 3 as to whether that was a counter drift or he was an adjustment to get to what he felt is the proper line.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vert, new layout this year for FDJ2. It's a little bit different than last year, yeah. Yeah, so they're looking right after zone 2. Oh, sweet, drone footage.
I was about to say it's going to be hard to look at it from the angles that they were giving us. And then the drone comes in. Oh.
That's the perfect timing on the logo to sweep by. Like, you couldn't have timed it any better. That was great. Okay, I guess we're going to go for the top drone. Okay, swing it out. I don't know if that makes the judges change their mind. If they hadn't, if that helps or hurts the case.
It's tough. You almost need like a closer shot of the tires itself.
Yeah. Yeah, the judges are still trying to decide. It's a coin flip time.
Oh, and it looks like they'll get him for straightening between 2 and 3, so he will have a 0 this first run, but we'll come back and hopefully get a score second run.
Overall, it was a very good run until that point. Up next, we have car number 66, Ryuma Okada with Kaitaku Racing in his S15 Sylvia. Yeah. They said Noguchi had a slight counter right before.
So Okada had a wreck right before the end of practice. It looks like his car is ready. Oh! Looks like he just pushed through his front tires and messed them up a little bit. But yeah, like I was saying, he was like one of the last cars for practice, and he just understeered and he ran into the wall. But it looks like he's ready to fight.
Yeah, before he got to, or it was right after the 3-2-1, he came around inside, cut it hard right, and it just ended up pushing, and he tracked right into the wall. And you can see on the left side of his car where there was some wall contact made. Unfortunately, the foam, he ended up going right between those. That's a 0 for Okada. And Minami's back from his pits, and he's ready to put on a show. With Team YNJ, car number 26, Masayuki Minami. S13 1V.
Yep, they're putting the pylon back. Track crew headed off track. Coming around the corner, getting real deep right before that start line. It's a little shallow in that first outside zone. Gets right on the line of that inside clip, pushing himself, and oh! Just coming in with a little bit too much speed. Just throws him off track in the outside zone too.
I feel like he's picking up traction where he doesn't want to pick it up, and not having it where he needs it. So he's bringing a lot of speed in to try and get to the outer zone 1. And he just carried the speed with him, and unfortunately that pushed him to the outside zone 2. And then it looks like he just gripped up and it shoved him off track. Unfortunately, that's a 0 for Minami. I feel like we have more zeros than when it was raining.
A new layout will definitely do that to a lot of drivers, though.
In practice, they were killing it.
Yeah, new layout with qualifying gives you a lot of nerves, though.
Not true. Up next, we have car number 92, Kenji Suzuki with G-Meister Racing.
Around that corner with a lot of speed. He's throwing in a lot of angle. It was really shallow in that outer zone 1. Gets to that inside clip. Does a nice job in outer zone 2. Gets a little shallow right at the end, but coming around to outer zone 3. Gets a little one tire off right at the end of outer zone 3. But does a nice job in outer zone 4.
Overall, nice clean run. Yeah, Minami's definitely one of the lower horsepower cars on the grid.
I think that may play in his advantage here, though. It did in the first run, but it definitely could.
Suzuki putting a nice clean, deep through the zones. A couple tires out, before and after. Overall, nice and deep through the zones. Good, decent line. And we'll see what the judges say.
It's
57 for Suzuki. Just clean up the line a little bit. Stay on the course a little bit more. And it should be good to go. Up next, we have car number 614, Ken Young with KCM Trade and TRC in his 610 Altezza.
Coming in with a lot of speed, throwing in a lot of angle all the way through outer zone 1. Does a very nice job as he makes his way to this inside clip. Real deep in outer zone 2. Coming around to outer zone 3. Throwing in a lot of angle all the way through outer zone 3, coming back around to outer zone 4. It's a little shallow, but then gets nice and deep at the very end of outer zone 4.
I tell you what, I feel like Ken had something of a cheat code today, because the back tires were hugging the outer zone 9 the whole way through. Inner clip, nice and deep through there. just right on the back line. And again, zone 3. Just right on the back. A little shallow at the start of 4, but finished nice and deep.
Yep.
And a 69 for Ken, that puts him in the first place. Up next, we have car number 215, Takeru Takata, all the shop wise in his S15.
You know, a little conservative as he comes around that first outside zone 1. Hits the inside clip, come around outer zone 2. And has to leave really early to push himself out to this outside zone 3, but does a nice job in outside zone 3 as he makes his way to outer zone 4. It's a little shallow in the middle, but then gets right back to the deep end at the back of it.
I mean, overall, he's still got quite a bit of work he can do. Getting a little deep into the zones. I think he might have missed 1 and 2. I think 3, fairly good through 3. We'd like to see more speed, more angle. 4, about midway through, shallows up and then finishes a little bit deeper. And a 48 for Takata. This next driver's been killing it all practice, so we'll see what he does on his first run. But that's car number 99, Kazuya Nagahiro with Nagahiro Racing in his S14 Silvia.
Yeah, we didn't see him practice much, but when he did, he was killing it. He comes into this first outside zone 1 with a lot of angle. Does a nice job of the inside clip. And all the way through outer zone 2. Does an excellent job in outer zone 3. Using a lot of throttle as he makes his way to outer zone 4. It's a little shallow in outer zone 4 though.
But overall, a nice clean run. Quite a bit more speed than the previous drive.
Yeah. He's using a lot of his gas pedal all the way through the course.
I don't know if they can let off of it, except for right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely nice and deep through most, if not almost all the zones, with zone 4 being the one exception. And a 77 for Nagahiro. And pulling up to the line now, we have car number 727, Tomoharu Nishizaki with Tamematsu Thunderbird with Yamatsuya in his S13 Silver.
Remember that 3-2-1. Does a nice job getting nice and deep. Gets a little shallow. He gets right back to the deep zone. Does a nice job in the inside clip. Moving around to outer zone 2. Does a nice job in outer zone 2. Leaves it a little bit early as he makes his way to outer zone 3. All the way to the back line, outer zone 3. Looking for outer zone 4. And does an excellent job in outer zone 4.
Overall, I felt Nishizaki had very good pace. Wasn't going too fast. Maintained control. Nice and deep through each one of the zones. And plenty of angle.
Yeah, another lowered power car. But I think this kind of helps them at these smaller, tight tracks because they're able to just stay in it a lot longer and be 100% when some of these higher horsepowers kind of have to be at like 75.
And it's a lot harder to overshoot a zone whenever you have just enough power to get to the zone.
Exactly.
So let's see what the judges say. A 71 for Nishizaki. Up next is car number 48, Tomoyuki Kitashiba with OS Genkin, Kamui Protos, CN6.
Coming into outer zone 1 with a lot of speed, throwing in a lot of angle. It's a little shallow all the way through outer zone 1. Does a nice job in that inside clip. It's a little shallow in outer zone 2. Looking for outer zone 3. Looks like he just touched it right at the very end. Making his way to outer zone 4. And just a shallow run. Playing a little conservative where he gets some points on the board.
I mean, points on the board, especially when you're doing a top 32 tomorrow. That's, but overall, we like a little bit more deep in the zones. They still got some room for angle as well. I feel like he's got plenty of speed. What I would like to see going into zone 3 is just more angle and less brake. I know at least one driver that's going to do that.
Yeah.
But overall, nice, clean, safe run. Albeit a little bit shallow. But at 52 for Kitashiba.
Yeah, now that he has points on the board, I would expect him to throw in, be a lot more aggressive in run 2, and hopefully get some more points.
Expect it to be a bit deeper, a lot more angle. Up next, we have car number 95, Shuichi Shinoichi with Team Magician in his S14
Into outer zone 1, does a nice job in outer zone 1, getting nice and deep all the way through. Using a lot of throttle as he hits that inside clip, looking for outer zone 2. All the way to the back outer zone 2. Not letting up. Oh! Oh! Has a big waiver right before outer zone 3. Goes a little deep. It's just tough. He was on a killer run.
Yes. I mean, that's every zone, yes. In clip could be a little bit deeper. Overall, very good. Coming through 2, making his way to 3, and whenever he hit his brake, he gripped up. Unfortunately, I think that's gonna.
He was in every zone, nice all the way through.
Yeah.
On the line.
Again, throwing more angle and less brake. Could have fixed that into 3. Up next, we have car number 777, Raman Rasel with RS Watanabe, Gare Dorikai, Buy Now Japan, JCH100.
Coming to this first outer zone 1 with a lot of angle. All the way through. Does a nice job of that inside clip. All the way nice and deep through outer zone 2. Going in a lot of angle in outer zone 3. Comes back around. Oh!
Oh my God. So close. So close.
Yeah.
Looks like he's right here having fun, just knocking it down. Nice and deep through the zones. inner clip, super deep.
I mean, that's how when we were talking to him in between his practices, that's what he was saying. He's like, I'm here just to have fun. And it almost paid off for him, and it just threw a little bit too much angle and had to catch it.
Unfortunately, that's a 0 for Russell, but still has another run. So that's the best thing is everybody can go back, think about the mistakes, come out next run and fix it.
Yep.
Up next, we have car number 103, Tomohiko Kobayashi with the Fat 5 Racing in his ZN6 Hachiroku.
He's coming in with a lot of speed. It ends up getting pretty shallow out of zone 1. Does a nice job of that inside clip, coming around to outside zone 2. Throwing in a lot of angle, leaves a little early through that zone, but does a nice job in outer zone 3. Coming around to outer zone 4. Gets nice and deep all the way through outside zone 4. He was using a lot of gas and not so much brakes.
I mean, zone 4 awesome. I think what happened here is he had to brake a little bit too soon. That pulled him off his line a bit. Nice through the inner clip. But I didn't think he was fully recovered from the first zone until midway towards zone 3. But zone 4 is beautiful. They just have to do it beautiful the other way too. That's a 64 for Kobayashi. Up next, we have car number 193, Kiminobu Deguchi with Garidori Kai, right now Japan with Deep Enterprise S15.
Ooh, going really deep, and it throws him off the line for outer zone 1. But trying to correct it as he goes through this inside clip. Gets him nice and deep in outer zone 2. And making his way to outer zone 3. Throwing in a ton of angle all the way through outside zone 3. And then back around for outer zone 4. There's a little shallower outer zone 4. That was probably the most angle I've seen in that third outside zone.
Watch this, watch this. He's going to clip this last.
Take it with him.
Yep.
You'll see him spit it out here in a second. There it is.
Drop the cone out. He also hit the foam barrier. Overall, lots of speed. Deep through the zones. So unfortunately got a 0. So I was talking with the judges and they said because of course out on initiation where he clipped the foam barrier. Unfortunately that's a 0 for Deguchi. Up next, we have car number 620, Hinato, athlete with LB Racing in a JZX100 Chaser.
Coming in with a ton of speed through outer zone 1, throwing in a lot of angle as he's making his way through this inside clip. It's a little shallow all the way through outer zone 2, but coming back around to outer zone 3. Does a nice job in outer zone 3. And nice and deep in outer zone 4.
Yeah, nice and deep through each one of the zones. I feel like his anti-lag system is causing him additional lag there. just went a little bit heavy on the brake before zone 2.
Yeah.
Overall, nice and deep to the zone. Exception to zone 2. Very nice run. Yeah, Nagahiro is still in first place. Well, I don't know about now, but before this score, Nagahiro was still in first place. And a 76, which puts Hinato in second place.
So yes, he's still in
Still in
first
first place.
position.
They're
Right.
just tuning up the chalk lines right now.
Yeah, since they're using chalk, they have to redo the lines a lot more. They're using chalk for FDJ2, so they don't mess up the line for FDJ1 next week. So we'll just have to throw some chalk down a little bit more throughout the day.
Do we have, what, 3-4 people out working chalk right now? Bro, we've had a couple very good runs. We've had, what, 2 or 3 runs that were only one small mistake for being very, very good.
Now, one small mistake cost them a 0.
Yeah, for at least 2 of the drivers. We have Shinoichi, who made that small mistake right before 3. Noguchi, which made it right out of 2. And Russell, right, doing a little too hard going into zone 4. And it's, right now it's just small mistakes that are the difference between a 70-plus run and a 0.
Yep.
They're just topping off the chalk. They'd like to do this halfway through.
It's I love being in Japan, coming to all these tracks, and just getting the scenic view.
Oh yeah.
From the tracks itself. You get some amazing views just by spectating.
Yeah. And, I mean, we have one of the most awesome views too.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like every track is inside of a mountain, so we just get mountain views no matter what.
The other one that's a little different is Fuji, and that's because Fuji is behind us in our trailer.
Yeah.
So everybody else gets to see Fuji. We get to see it in the morning and in the afternoon.
Yep. Right in the sun. That's been me the past couple rounds.
I'm surprised they didn't put us on that side of the box.
That is very true.
Just working on my sunburn. And up next in the burnout box, making his way down pretty soon, is car number 39. Taiki Mizui with DMS Racing Team. It's S15 Sylvia. really love that color. Why don't you get your S15 that color?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still deciding on colors right now. So if y'all have some ideas, put them in the comments of what would be a good S15 color. Almost stalled it. He's coming around into the start, into the outside zone 1. Starts off nice and deep and then gets a little shallow, making his way to that inside clip, coming around for outer zone 2. Nice and deep, gets a little bit too deep with 2 tires off as he makes it around to outer zone 3. And his back tire's right on the line. And then comes around to outer zone 4 and gets real deep. It looks like 1 to 2 tires off in outer zone 4.
It looked like a couple tires in 3, couple tires in 4. I like it, like that style. Just coming around. Yeah. Nice and super deep through 2. It looks like he dropped tires in 2, 3.
Yeah. They're definitely docking them points for going off too deep, but I don't think it's going to be as bad as last round. They literally said do not go off track. I don't think they're docking them as many points, but they're definitely getting docked for going too deep.
Oh, silver suggestion for your S15.
It is originally silver.
And a 59 for Mizui. Up next, we have car number 118. Takuma Yokoyama with Veikolo in his S15.
He's throwing in a ton of speed as he makes his way to outer zone 1. Nice and deep all the way through outside zone 1. Looks like he was on the line the whole time. Coming that inside clip. Gets a little shallow at the beginning, but then gets all the way nice and deep in outer zone 2. Making his way to outer zone 3. Looks like he was a little shallow at the beginning, but then gets all the way through at the end. And gets a little shallow at the beginning and gets right back to the line in outer zone 4.
He definitely likes to finish his zones really deep.
It seemed like he was doing this in practice too, as he was very committed at the very first 3 zones, and then the 4th zone he backed up a little bit, like he didn't want to push himself off track.
Slows a lot, right before 2, right before 3. But overall, really nice, clean run, only dropping a couple tires off a couple zones, and nice and deep through the others. And at 69, puts Yokoyama in 5th place. Up at the line now, we have car number 830, Stewart. You know what? Stewart with Crew Racing, his S15 Stewart.
Throwing in his style with a lot of angle and speed. Doesn't disappoint in outside zone 1. Does a nice shot of that inside clip. It's a little shallow all the way through outside zone 2. Gets all the way through outside zone 3. And it's a little shallow in outer zone 4.
Yeah, sometimes right around zone 3, I can't tell if that's tire smoke or tire smoke from chalk.
Yeah, I can't either.
Overall, very good run.
You can definitely tell he was committed though.
Yeah.
He was full throttle the whole time with a lot of smoke.
I mean, very rarely do you see Stewart not on full throttle.
That is true.
66 for Stewart. Pulling up to the line now, we have car number 373, MSG Minami, MSG Racing, his S13 Sylvia.
SR power, as we were corrected earlier this year. Coming into this first outside zone 1. Pushes himself a little deep in outside zone 1, does a nice job of that inside clip. Right there all the way through outside zone 2. Going in a ton of angle through outside zone 3. Staying full throttle through that transition as he gets all the way through outside zone 4.
Looks like he might be taking it full speed back to the line. Really nice through the zone. Good inner clip. Some decent angle as he's leaving zone 3. Nice and deep through zone 4. Being slightly underpowered means that he has a little bit less angle to get as deep in the zones as he needs to be. That'll be a 66 for Minami. Up next, we have car number 810. Reiya Kawase with Team B-Star in his S14 Sylvia.
Another guy that uses a lot of speed when he drives. And he's not disappointing as he comes into this outside zone 1. Does a nice job all the way through outside zone 1. Hits that inside clip. Is a little shallow in outside zone 2. Looks like he comes out of it just a little early. And is nice and deep in outside zone 3. Making his way back round for outer zone 4 and then gets a back tire on the line of outer zone 4.
Perfect. That's what you want to see. You want to see tires on the line. I think it's the first time we've seen him out today that he didn't knock over that cone after zone 3. Nice with the inner clip. Swings back. Pretty deep through zone 2. I love how much speed they pick up between 2 and 3. But then I hate how much speed they scrub going into 3. Yeah. I mean, I get it. It's a sharp zone.
Yeah.
But I like scrubbing speed with angle. Oh, that's a 73 for Kawase. Puts him in 3rd place. We are about 2/3 of the way through everybody's first run, and everybody else has a second run. Up next, we have car number 28. Yohei Yamaguchi with Yorioka all the way in his S15 Sylvia.
Gets into that outer zone 1 a little late. All the way through it after that. Hits that inside clip. Does a nice job in outer zone 2. Making his way to outer zone 3. Right there through the middle of that zone all the way through.
Nice. It's nice when they can always get a chance to finish up strong. They definitely can work on a little bit more speed, which can put them deeper in the zone with a lot more angle. Like zone 3, there wasn't very much angle. He had good depth through the zone, but unfortunately you're judged on angle and depth via line. And that's a 69 for Yamaguchi. Up next on the line is car number 34, Yuki Inuoka with Bold World Junction. His Junction R34.
Coming in with a lot of speed, with a lot of angle through outer zone 1. Doesn't get as deep. It hits that inside clip. Gets into outer zone 2, but then comes out of it a little early. Gets into outer zone 3 a little late, and then come around to outer zone 4, and gets his back tire on the line in outer zone 4.
Definitely nice speed going into the zone. He's able to crank on the angle at the end. But I think maybe cranking on the angle at the end caused him to get a little bit further out from the touching zone. Yeah. Or the inner cut. Yeah, right at the end, finish up really, really deep in the zone. And at 63 for Inuoka. And up next we have car number 82, Shuhei Itoyama with Makeup Garage B2 in his S13 180SX.
Coming around through outside zone 1. Gets into outside zone 1, but comes out of it a bit early. Does a nice job in that inside clip. Leaves outer zone 2 a little early as well. Gets into outer zone 3 a little late. And back around to outer zone 4. Goes all the way through outside zone 4.
Yeah, very nice zone 4. So he went a little wider in the first corner. And unfortunately, he wasn't able to get in the zone 4.
That's just the aspect of not having enough power to push yourself out.
I feel like going deep into the first corner, you can set your lineup a little bit better to get to zone 1.
Yeah.
And I think he was just a little bit off, and that affected zone 1 pretty heavily. And 56 for Itoyama. Up next, we have car number 63, Fuga Kimura with Team Trinity Racing in his JCX 100 Mark II.
Coming at outer zone 1, so he gets all the way through outside zone 1. Does a nice shot that inside clip. Nice and deep in outer zone 2, but then has to leave about halfway through the zone. He gets all the way through outside zone 3, making his way to outside zone 4. Gets all the way through, just not as deep through it.
Overall, a lot of speed, a lot of commitment through 1. Touch and go perfect. And I think here, because he needed to, otherwise he would have gone way too wide. He ended up having to slow down a lot, which messed up his line and angle through 2. And he was just trying to set it up for 3 and 4. And he did a really good job finishing the 4.
Yep.
59 for Kimura. And up next, we have car number 109, Ryusuke Aoki with Garidori Kai, Buy Now Japan, in his JCX.
Coming around the corner, looking for outer zone 1. Gets all the way through outer zone 1. Nice and deep in that inside clip. Looks like he got one tire off through outer zone 2. He gets at outer zone 3 at the beginning and stays all the way through. He gets nice and deep right before that zone, and then has to drive out of it, and then gets all the way, misses that zone.
Maybe a little too much angle going into 4.
Yeah.
Definitely like the technique to get all zone 1 there. Inner clip, perfect. A little too deep through 2. And very nice ride through 3, and switching back to 4. I think he got on the outer line right before the zone, which caused him to shallow up a little bit, zone-wise, not line-wise.
Looks like he transitioned maybe a little early, and put him offline.
Overall, very good run. And we'll see what the judges say. And at 62. Yeah, I really like this little layout though. Up next, we have car number 110, Sugisaki Sensei, LG Project TMS Racing.
Coming around with a lot of speed. Gets all the way through outside zone 1. Looks like he got one tire over that line right after that inside clip. Does a nice job in outer zone 2. Coming into outer zone 3 with a lot of speed. Looks like he got one tire off at the very end outside zone 3. And then does a nice job in outside zone 4.
Yeah, a great entry. Zone 1 through its completion. Inner clip in zone 2 also very well. Shallowed up a little bit through zone 3. And then went a little too deep through the zone. And zone 4 he rode the entirety, but a little bit shallow towards the end of it. Line-wise. And at 62 for Sugisaki Sensei. Up next, we have car number 23, Jace, with Vio Colo in his Z33, a Fairlady Z. He wasn't able to practice yesterday.
Coming in with a lot of speed, with a lot of angle, all the way through outside zone 1, nice and deep. Does a nice job that inside clip coming around outer zone 2. It looks like he's right on the line. Outer zone 2 coming around for outer zone 3. He gets nice and deep in outer zone 3. And then starts off deep. And then gets to the front of the zone at the end of outer zone 4.
Nice and deep. Zone 1. Just tons of angle. Inner clip also. Each zone. Nice and deep. Lots of angle. Zone 3 could be a little bit more angle. But overall, a very good run.
It looked like he also transitioned a little early from 3 to 4, which pushes him too far back for outer zone 4.
Yeah.
And they have to like basically mash that left foot brake and then just kind of push themselves all the way through that zone.
But overall, very good run.
Yep.
And a 75 for Jace. And up next is car number 260. Jonathan Chin with Team Taiwan Elite Silver Mist in his BMW
F22. Another really fast driver. He gets all the way through outside zone 1. Hits the inside clip. All the way through outer zone 2. And then does a nice job in outer zone 3, coming around for outer zone 4. Stays on that front line of outer zone 4 all the way through.
Yeah, it's. He doesn't have so much angle, but he has a ton of speed. He's got a good line. He just needs to put a little bit more angle to it. Overall, put together a very good run. Tons of smoke. Again, I don't know that he let us put off the gas. That's a 62 for Jonathan. Working on his angle and depth in the zone, and he'll be up in the 80s in no time.
Doing a little track maintenance, some flags fell over. They're fixing it. Looks like everybody is off. Waiting for the next driver.
Yeah, you can see almost all the fans have umbrellas because you need them. Because this sun, especially in the mountains,
it's brutal.
Yeah. In the burnout box now, making his way down, is car number 62. Tatsuya Kobayashi with Team Trinity Racing and his JZX100 Mark II. How about this gold for the S15?
That would be sick. Still very undecided.
Nagahiro still in the lead at 77.
Yep. Coming around the corner, already having a ton of smoke. as he looks for outer zone 1, gets into outer zone 1 a little late. He does a nice job of that inside clip, coming around to outer zone 2. Nice and deep all the way through outer zone 2. Gets into outer zone 3. At the beginning, stays all the way through looking for outer zone 4. And stays right there on the line all the way through outer zone 4.
Dude, I'd love
Yeah. He started committed and stayed committed all the way through.
That's one thing I like about Kobayashi. It's all about the throttle. The judges are saying it's super aggressive. They like to see that. And 67 for Kobayashi. Up at the line now, it's car number 829, Sena. White River with Wakos and his JZX 100 Mark II.
Looking for outer zone with a ton of speed. Gets nice and deep all the way through outside zone 1. Does a nice job of that clip. Gets into outer zone 2 a little late, and then stays all the way through. Does a nice job in outer zone 3, making his way to outer zone 4. He's staying on that back line all the way through outer zone 4.
Just nothing but throttle to say that.
I think after he changed that engine, I think he found an extra 100 horsepower or something, because he's using all of it, and I think he likes it.
Oh, and for you guys that don't know, last round, Sena had some engine troubles, and that's why he ended up getting knocked out in the top 16. But looks like there's no troubles now. And that throttle and aggressiveness. And a 73 puts Sena in 5th place for now. We have 4 more drivers for their first runs. Up next is car number 42, Daiichi Esaki with Kira Power, KFK with Soran in his S15 Sylvia.
Come around for outer zone 1. Going in a ton of angle all the way through outside zone 1. Does a nice job of that inside clip. Looks like he leaves outer zone 2 just a smidge early. Making his way through outer zone 3. And then come around to outer zone 4. He gets right into that back line.
Yeah. Nice and aggressive, very good pace. Hitting the zones very well. Quite a bit of angle through each of the zones. Overall, very, very good run. Throw a little bit of angle, get a little bit deeper in some of the zones. But overall, very, very good run. And a 72 for Esaki. Up next, we have car number 104, Toshihiko Mizuno with Team Zero. It is S15 Sylvia.
1. Does a nice job all the way through outside zone 1. Carrying a ton of speed as he makes his way to outer zone 2. Gets on the back line all the way through outside zone 2. Into outer zone 3. Staying on the back line, outer zone 3. And then doesn't disappoint outer zone 4. Nice and deep all the way through.
I don't know. We might have a new leader. This was a very good run put together by Provisional. Nice and deep through the zone. Inner clip. Very good. So what do you guys think? Oh no, we're still in the first rounds. Yeah, nice and deep through the zone. Lots of speed, quite a bit of angle. Lots of commitment. I feel like that's what the judges are looking for. '77 puts him in second place.
That was the same score as. So it came down to what was the first one? Style.
Next one, 75.
They're doing a nice job all the way through outside zone 1. Hitting this inside clip. Throwing in a ton of angle. Then, oh! Just wasn't able to hold it.
I will say, Nagase's been having some issues today. I don't know if it's his clutch acting up or.
It seems almost like a brake issue, because every time he has to shut it down, he speeds up and then slams on the brakes. Speeds up, slams on the brakes. So I can't tell if it's a clutch or a brake issue. I do know he's had clutch issues all year, so it could be more so a clutch thing.
Unfortunately, that's a 0 for Nagase. Yeah, so during practice he was having some issues, but yeah, he didn't spin in practice, but yeah. But up next, we have car number 7, Soshiro Nakamura with Japan Environment Development, racing with Velino.
All practice throwing in a ton of angle through all the zones. So let's see if he does that during qualifying, which he does, throwing in a lot of angle, but then that has to make him drive out of the zone. Hits that inside clip. Has a ton of angle all the way through outside zone 1, and a ton of angle in outside zone 3. Making his way back to outside zone 4. And then all the way nice and deep with a lot of angle.
I'll tell you what, zone 3, I was expecting him to do what he was doing in practice.
Going a little bit more. Maybe his spotter was like, hey, just dial it just back just a smidge. Yeah.
Look at lots of angle through 2. Nice and deep. And 63.
And that will be the last run of run 1 for everybody. We'll be taking a break here where the track crew can clean up the track, re-chalk lines. We all can get some water. And hopefully run 2, everybody does a lot better. And we'll see y'all in a few minutes.
Yeah, we're going to take a couple commercials and we'll be right back for everybody's qualifying run 2.
雨の日の運転って心配ですよね。いざという時によりちゃんと止まれるタイヤといえば横浜タイヤでしょ。
晴れの日の約4倍も事故が多い雨の運転。横浜タイヤならより安心。
タイヤは雨で選ぼう。横浜タイヤ。
追い求めれば求めるほど遠ざかる時もある。でも理想に追いつけるのは自分だけだ。池江璃花子は横浜ゴムと世界に挑戦する。限界はない。行くぞ横浜。
MID ホイール Are you ready everybody? MID ホイールダンディムーディ MID ホイールキャンディーフレンディホイールは MID。
Ultimate lubricant. Mortis.
Made in Japan. Breed.
グランスノーは日替わりで DJ が来てるんだよ。今日は特別にブースにお邪魔します。
さあ皆さんスノーボードを楽しんでますでしょうか。
いただきます。ちょっとこのリフト日本で一番速いらしいよ。なんと秒速5メートル。それって時速何キロ？わかんない。しかもこのリフトすべて水力発電で賄ってるんだって。すごい。
キッズパークも充実。全て転んで大満足。
雨の日の運転って心配ですよね。いざという時によりちゃんと止まれるタイヤといえば横浜タイヤでしょ。
晴れの日の約4倍も事故が多い雨の運転。横浜タイヤならより安心。
タイヤは雨で選ぼう。横浜タイヤ。
追い求めれば求めるほど遠ざかる時もある。でも理想に追いつけるのは自分だけだ。池江璃花子は横浜ゴムと世界に挑戦する。限界はない。行くぞ横浜。
MID ホイール Are you ready everybody MID ホイールダンディムーディ MID ホイールキャンディーフレンディホイールは MID。
Ultimate lubricant. Mortis.
Made in Japan. Breed.
グランスノーは日替わりで DJ が来てるんだよ。今日は特別にブースにお邪魔します。
さあ皆さん、スノーボードを楽しんでますでしょうか。
いただきます。ちょっとこのリフト日本で一番速いらしいよ。なんと秒速5メートル。それって時速何キロ？わかんない。しかもこのリフトすべて水力発電で賄ってるんだって。すごい。キッズパークも充実。滑って転んで大満足。
Okay, and we're back. We have drivers that are getting ready in the warm-up box right now. Warm-up box, burnout box. They'll be making their way shortly to the starting line. Track's nice and clean. New chalk.
And it's getting hotter.
Yes, hotter. In our little trailer, it is 38 degrees, which is like 104. We just got word that one of the drivers from earlier, Masuki Minami, he is the gray 1 via, had some troubles and unfortunately had to retire.
Retire sounds so much better.
And here's our current rankings. We have Nagihiro in first, followed by Mizuno in a close second. And then Hinato, Jace, Kawase, and Seina rounding out the top 5. And up now we have car number 85, Daisuke Hara, with Team CM Feeling in his S15 Sylvia. He had a 0 on his first run. Looking to come out and fix this.
Coming through that corner with a lot of speed. He gets all the way through outside zone 1. Could have been a little bit deeper, but there's a nice job in that inside clip. Looks like he stayed right there on the front side of that outer zone 2. Loses a little bit of angle through outside zone 3, but it comes back around to outside zone 4. And gets nice and deep right at the very end.
I was sort of worried after leaving zone 3. I didn't know if he'd be able to make it all the way out to zone 4. Yeah, right the inner edge of zone 2. Yeah, not very much angle for zone 3. Overall, it should get him a score. And hopefully that'll put him into the show tomorrow. 62 puts him into 21st place.
I don't think there's a cutoff yet, so.
No, there's not. I don't think so. Up next, we have car number 999, Julian Buck with RSR and TRC, and his
with a lot of speed. Looks like he got into the outer zone 1 right at the very end. Staying on that line through that inside clip. Looks like he got 2 tires off outer zone 2, coming around to outer zone 3. Looks like he got into outer zone 3 a little late, and coming around to outer zone 4. It looks like he went really deep at the beginning, right before that outer zone, and then gets 2 tires off in outer zone.
It was a little shallow through the zone 1. But I think everything else, he was borderline off / super deep.
Yeah.
I love the little flick back, but I don't know if he got 3 tires off right before zone 4. Oh, I didn't know they had the black and red FDJ signs.
I did not see those.
Are those like from a previous?
Oh,
so here's where they're going to look at it. Oh. I'd say giddy safe.
Yeah, you can see that he still had chalk on his tire.
Yeah.
So that means he was on the line.
Maybe not over.
Yeah, maybe not past it, just on it. Which on is okay.
Yeah, Fausto. It's on his phone. And a 48 for Julia. Up next, we have car number 22. Yasuo Takano, Advantage Air, G-Meister, Cleve Racing, HPI, Elite, against 180 SF.
Looking for outer zone 1. Looks like he had one tire off all the way through. Has a little bobble right at the end of that zone. Coming around to outer zone 2. Gets all the way through and then has another bobble at the end of outer zone 2. He's into outer zone 3 really late. Then he comes back for outer zone 4. He gets one tire off in outer zone 4.
It definitely looks like he has some car trouble.
Yeah.
I think the judges might have called it straight right after zone
1. Definitely sounded like he wasn't able to get it in power as fast as he wanted, for sure.
Fortunately, that's a 0 for Takano.
That will end his weekend. Hopefully see him next round.
Up next, you have car number 130, Hubert Lee, RSR with TRC, and GR86.
Coming in to outer zone 1 with a lot of speed, and oh! Looks like he just had too much to control, and looks like he might have gone 3 off, but he will finish his lap just in case. Looks like he missed outer zone 3. There's a nice shot there.
If only he did 1 like he did 4, he'd be looking at a pretty good score.
Yeah.
Fortunately, that's a 0 for Hubert.
And that will also end his weekend short. Hopefully see him next round.
Pulling up to the line now, we have car number 416, Ryan with KCM Trade and TRC in his JCX100 Chaser. He's currently sitting on a 47.
Coming through that 3-2-1. Gets into outer zone 1 a little late and having to scrub all of his speed through that, which causes him to bobble and puts him offline, and now he over-rotates through outer zone 2.
Unfortunately, that's one thing sort of sucks. You make a correction, and then you try to fix that correction, and you're just a little bit too far the other way.
Exactly. He is sitting on a 47, so he does have a chance to stay in for top 32. He just has to get past a few more guys that have zeros, and we'll see if he'll stay in.
Pulling up to the line now, we have car number 318, Timmy Wu, RSR and TRC in his GR86. He's sitting on a 63.
Running that 3-2-1, does a nice job all the way through outside zone 1. Hits that inside clip. He's at the front side of that outer zone 2. Does a nice job through outer zone 3. Looks like he got into it a little late though. and makes his way through outer zone 4.
Overall, a very good, clean run. Lots of speed. Nice and deep through zone 1.
He blinded us a little bit with all that smoke, so that's a good thing, though.
Yeah.
It means he's very committed all the way through the zones, using a lot of throttle.
Overall, a very good run. Let's see if it is an improvement on his 63. Yeah, 75 puts him in 4th place. Pulling to the line now, we have car number 171. Eijo Noguchi in Harukaze Racing in his GR86.
Coming through to that 3-2-1, using a lot of speed, gets out of outside zone 1 really early. Hits the inside clip. Started off nice and deep in outer zone 1 and then, or outer zone 2, and then leaves really early. Looks like he might have just clipped outer zone 3, and then just touches outer zone 4 right at the very end of that zone.
Yeah, his last run was spot on, with the exception of that one bobble between 2 and 3. This one, I feel like maybe made a few too many corrections and end up shallowing up in a couple of other zones, and in some cases, missed his zone. But he did finish this run.
He did, and
so that gives him a chance.
He will have a score, I believe.
.47 for Noguchi.
Which is 31th position. There's a few more zeros, so he will have to fight to see if he stays in.
And next up, we have car number 66, Yuma Okada with Kaitaku Racing, S15 Super.
Which is, he's sitting on a 0. Let's see if he can get a score in. He has a big waiver before and throws him offline for outer zone 1, and then gets to outer zone 2 and over rotates.
Yeah, I don't think the car felt the same after his accident.
There has to be something bent that they're not seeing, or they notice it and they don't have the parts to fix.
Yeah. But no, yeah, tragically, that's pretty much the case. Most of these drivers will either work or wrench on their own cars throughout the week, or they're in the day job and they look at it when they get a chance on the weekend. But yeah, it's tough for a lot of these drivers out here. A lot of the sponsorship fundings they do are like individual fundings, where they'll sell stickers on the back windows of the car, and they'll sell them for anywhere from $20 to $30 to sometimes $100. And they use that to buy tires, they use that to buy gas and all this other stuff as well. All the needed supplies. Up next, we have car number 92, Kiji Suzuki with G-Meister HPI Racing with Neat and the J6-100 Chaser.
He's sitting on a 57, looking to improve as he gets through this outside zone 1. He leaves it a good bit early as he hits the inside clip. Gets on the back line all the way through outside zone 2. Gets into outside zone 3 a smidge late. And then is on that front line and outside zone 4. Could have been a little deeper there.
little shallow to deep in zone 2. Zone 3 looks really nice. And he switches back to zone 4. Left a little early, but was able to get back in right towards the end. And we'll see if he gets better than his current 57. Or
The exact same
same thing. Consistency.
He's in 25th position, and it looks like he should be in to the top 32.
Up next is car number 614, Ken Young with KCM Trade and TRC.
Around that first outer zone, gets all the way through into that inside clip. Could have been a little deeper in outside zone 2. Makes his way to outside zone 3. All the way to that back line at the very end, outside zone 3. And then gets nice and deep at the very end of outside zone 4.
I tell you what, that's two really good runs for Ken. Nice, good pace. Not too deep in the zone.
Yeah.
Not too much angle, but overall, two very good, nice, clean runs.
Yep.
And a 65 for Ken. Up next, we have car number 215, Takeru Takata with Garage Takata with the Auto Shop Wise with his S15 Surgeon.
Coming around the corner, looking for outer zone 1. Gets all the way to that back line, all the way through that zone, into the inside clip. Leaves outer zone 2 a little early, and then gets into outer zone 3 a little late. But back to outer zone 4. Right there in the middle of that zone, all the way through outer zone 4.
Yeah, very nicely done zone 4. Zone 1 really nice. Nice and deep through that zone. Inner clip. A little shallow and had to leave zone 2 a little early. I'd like to see a little bit more speed into zone 3, with a little bit more angle and a little bit more depth. Overall, a good, clean run. I suspect that he'll be a little bit better than 48.
He gets a 61, which will put him in 23rd position right now.
Up next, we have car number 99, Kazuya Nagahiro with Nagahiro Racing.
And with a lot of speed through outer zone 1 into that inside clip. Gets into outer zone 2 a little late and also could have been a bit deeper in that zone. Gets into outer zone 3 a little late as well. Comes back around to outer zone 4.
That's what I like to see. Commitment, lots of speed, going as much angle as you can, and being as deep in the zone as you can. So I think in the transition from the inner clip to zone 2, he hit the brake a little bit too much, and that threw off his line just a little bit. Overall, a very good run. Well, let's see what the judges say. 69.
I think he lost a little bit of points for not being as deep in the zones as he was the first round, or first run.
Yeah. Up next, we have car number 727, Tomoharu Nishizaki. Hamatsu Thunderbird with Kiyama Jinja. It is S13 Silver.
Entering outer zone 1, does a nice job all the way through that zone. Does a good job in that inside clip. Enters nice and deep all the way through outside zone 2, making his way to outer zone 3. Throwing in a ton of angle at the end of outer zone 3. And then coming back around for outer zone 4. Gets right there to the line at the very end.
Really nice clean run. Nice depth through the zone. Plenty of angle. I get it when he's in the SR. I would have liked to see more speed. But overall, very good clean run. Good depth through the zones.
I mean, I think he's about as fast as he can get right now.
Oh yes, yeah, 100% agree. And a 74 for Nishizaki. Up next, we have car number 48, Tomoyuki Hitachiba with OS Genken Kamui Protos in his CN86.
Around that first corner with a lot of speed, scrubbing a little bit of it as he makes his way through outer zone 1. Into that inside clip. Nice and deep through outer zone 2. Comes out of it a smidge early. It does a nice job in outer zone 3. And it gets nice and deep at the end of outside zone 4.
Overall, very good run. It flowed really well. Lots of speed. Good depth through the zone. I like his zone 2 to zone 3 transitions.
I will say I think this will be a bit higher than a 52, but we won't know until the judges punch in the numbers.
Very true. 68 for Hitachiba. Up next, we have car number 95, Shuichi Shinoichi, Team Magician in his S14 Sylvia. Yeah, he was doing great up until that little checkup between 2 and 3.
Yep. So hopefully he can not have that in the back of his head as he makes his round for run 2. Coming into outer zone 1. Does a nice job all the way through outside zone 1 into that inside clip. Starts off nice and deep through outside zone 2. Gets into outer zone 3 a little late, and then back around for outer zone 4, and then puts his back tire on that back line, and then comes out of it a little bit early, but yeah, all in all, a really good run.
Definitely an improvement on the 0. A little gap of time between the inner clips, transition, and then back on gas. Ended up being perfect. Nice through 3, coming around nice through 4. That's a little early. Just pouring on the speed. a 71 for Shinouchi.
Which is a very big improvement on his 0. Which that should put him all the way through to top 32. Missing outer zone 1, and then hits this inside clip looking for outer zone 2. Could have been a little deeper in outer zone 2, but it throws in a ton of angle for outer zone 3, and looks like he just touched outer zone 3, and then back around for outer zone 4.
I wish you would have finished his last run up like that.
Yeah.
Overall, very good transition, but it just missed the zone at 1. A little shallow through 2, but rode the zone throughout the entirety. 3 looked very nice, and the swing back around 4. He picked that up very well.
So the cutoff score is a 47 right now, and he gets a 59. Yep, with the cutoff score being a 47, there's 2 drivers left that are looking to get on the board, and that's all they need. Having some troubles getting into outer zone 1. Does a good job of that inside clip coming out of outside zone 2 a little early, but does a nice job in outer zone 3. And then back around for outer zone 4. And does a nice job in outer zone 4.
Yeah. Going to pull his initiation out a little bit more. That would help him line up into zone 1 a little bit better. Zone 2 left a little early. Zone 3 nice and deep. Just grind the line at zone 4. And sitting on a 64. Going to end up using that, but a 58 for the second run. Up next, we have car number 193, Kiminobu Deguchi with Garidori Kai, flying out of Japan with DZ Enterprises and his Pink Monster S15. Ooh.
Looked like they were checking to see if it was leaking, but it looks all good. Gets out of that chicane, making that around that first corner. Has his eyes on outer zone 1. Leaves outer zone 1 a little early. Hits that inside clip, making his way to outer zone 2. Does a nice job at outer zone 2. As he's finding his way through outer zone 3, then back around to outer zone 4. Looks like he came out of outer zone 4 and was not able to get back into it.
Overall, not the cleanest run,
but a run.
Should be able to put a score on the board.
Yep. And he's just looking for anything, since he's sitting on a 0, he's looking for anything above a 47.
Yep. Nice and deep through zone 2. Not too bad through zone 3. Might have got into zone 4 right at the beginning.
Yep.
That's a might.
Yep.
And a 56 for Deguchi.
puts him in the 30th position. He has one more person that's sitting on a 0, so it looks like he should be in. But we'll just have to see it.
620, Minato, athlete will be racing is J600 chasing.
Throwing in a ton of angle through outer zone 1. Into that inside clip, making his way to outer zone 2. Using, he was using max angle, and he just had no more to give.
Unfortunately, just couldn't slide that. Unfortunately for Hinato, he's sitting on 76.
He is sitting on a 76, and he was currently in the 3rd position, so he will be into the top 32.
Yep.
So he was throwing in a ton of angle everywhere, so I think he was just seeing what he could get away with, trying to use as much angle as possible, as much throttle, just trying to get the most points, and it just bit him a little too hard.
And Julian is in 32nd place with his Supra with 48 points. The only person that can knock him out is Koji Nagase, sitting on a 0. And the team is out, chalking up the zones for the last half of the 2nd run. So the 2-run qualifier, it's very good, especially for unknown drivers, to get their 2 runs and show the world what they can do.
Yeah, because some drivers do really well in qualifying. Some just get by, and then they can prove themselves in battles because they're more comfortable doing tandems, and there's not as much pressure, quote unquote, with tandems as qualifying as just being judged one-on-one.
I don't know. I prefer solo runs when I'm competing.
Yeah, everybody's different.
Yeah, I like the pressure. Because I don't have to worry about anything other than me and my car and the boxes on the ground. I don't have to worry about the car in front of me slowing down, going too slow, going too fast, hitting me as soon as I pull the e-brake. Yeah, I don't know. To me, it's nice to know that I control my own destiny.
Yeah, it has happened a few times. I can attest for that.
I mean, it sucks if you get rear-ended, and then next thing you know, you don't have the parts to fix your car. So you're eliminated of no fault of your own.
Yeah. But wouldn't that be the thrill of it? Of the unknown?
Is it? I mean, don't get me wrong. You could blow a transmission and solo runs just as easy. But at least then you're like, okay, well, it's my maintenance that caused that to happen. It's my lead foot or my twin plate clutch. Everything points back to you when it's your car that breaks. Your own doing.
Yeah, earlier you asked for clouds. and the ones that were there went away.
They must have heard me and said, oh, it must not be talking about us. Yeah, I don't see a single cloud in the little bit of sky that you can see.
We got the track crew out cleaning up the track, throwing down some lines where the second half of the group can see the zones.
Yeah, because they wear out fast when you ride the lines.
Yeah, I don't even think there was any lines left besides the inside clip.
Oh yeah, and it's probably only the shortest one, the most inside clip. But yeah, the inside clip here is that when you're riding this inside clip, you are facing the side of the mountain. You're about 8 feet away from it. It can get a little intimidating.
Yeah, it could be quite scary.
Yeah, I mean, at least you're not facing off the side of a mountain, but facing the mountain is just as bad.
I guess it could probably be a little bit better than Minami, when you're facing a wall and you're driving into a wall.
Or you're hitting the jump, you're like, I wonder when I'm going to land.
Yeah.
Because I need my tires to catch before the wall catches me. But overall, it's been a very good day. A bit hot. It looks like there's a breeze out across the track, so that's good.
Blowing hot air around.
Yeah, a breeze through the pits helps. Yeah, we're down to a little under 36.
Yep. I think the highest I saw was 37, so.
Oh, I got a picture with 38.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That's our HPI ramp. Those cool seats that they have are awesome. They have cool seats and cool vests.
Yep. So that bride seat is like their display, and they run like the cold suits that they use. They use the same technology in the seats to keep the seats cool, which it will be better than anything.
So I've seen the super cheap method. You use the artificial turf, and you sit on that and you put it on the back. It keeps a little air gap. But up next, we have car number 39, Taiki Mizui with TMS Racing, and his S15 Sylvia sitting on a 59.
Come around the corner looking for outer zone 1. Looks like he just gets the front and the end. Missing the middle, and then comes out of outer zone 2 a little early. And then gets into outer zone 3 a little late. Looking for outer zone 4. And then stays all the way through outer zone 4.
It definitely looks like his car was gripping up quite a bit in the first part of the track. It looks like he just got great in the beginning. Yeah, it definitely looks like his tires are gripping up now. I really like zone 3 and he was able to recover a bit. Hit a very nice zone 4. Russell is taking this round off. He had to do some tweaks on his car and get a little bit of tuning done, and then he should be back for next round. And that's a 63 for Mizui, which gives him a slight improvement. Up next, we have car number 118, Takuma Yokoyama, Big Polo. It's S15 Sylvia, sitting on the 63.
looks like there was something that happened at that first corner as he was making his way into that inside outer zone 1. And then he just had a bobble and straightened up at the beginning of outer zone 1. And it just knocked him off of his game the rest of the run. He is sitting on a 69, so he will be in the top 32.
Yes. Russell isn't at the track today. Like I said, he took this weekend off. We just got to make sure everything is squared up and get to go for the next round. But he said that barring anything outrageous, he would definitely make it to the next round.
That car needs it. It's been beat on all season. I think he's hit a wall almost every round.
Probably more
a car.
rounds hit.
Yeah.
Up next, we have car number 830, Stewart. You know what? Stewart with Crew Racing in his S15 Stewart.
In this first outer zone, stays all the way through outer zone 1, into that inside clip, and then back to outer zone 2, all the way to the back line of outer zone 2. Gets into outer zone 3 at the beginning and stays all the way through, and then back around for outer zone 4. Gets his tire to that back line.
A very good run. Nice in zone 1. Zone 2, nice and deep. Maybe drops the tire. Switching back to 3. Nice and deep in there. I would like to see a little bit more angle through 3, but at the same time, overall, very good run. And I think he has a good chance to improve on his current score of 66. '73.
And that puts him in 7th position, and he will be in top 32.
Up next is car number 373, MSG Minami, MSG Racing.
Looking for outer zone 1. Does an excellent job all the way through outside zone 1. Into that inside clip. Moving around to outer zone 2. Gets his back tire nice and deep through outer zone 2. Throwing in a ton of angle for outer zone 3. And back around for outer zone 4. Starts deep and finishes deep in outside zone 4.
Excellent run. MSG Minami. Nice and deep through the entirety of zone 1. Inner clip, really deep. Lots of angle through zone 2. Zone 3 also very good. And finishing up strong. Zone 4. MSG Minami is going to settle on 66. I suspect that this might beat that by possibly
a lot.
10 points.
Yeah, I could see it. You were close.
It's 75 for MSG Minami.
Puts him in the 4th, and we'll see him in the top 32.
Up next is car number 810. Reya Kawase with Team V-Star in his S14 Suga, sitting on the 73.
Using a lot of throttle as he entered outer zone 1. Nice and deep all the way through into that inside clip. Could have been a little deeper in outer zone 2. Looks like he gets 1 to 2 tires off in outer zone 3, and then back around for outer zone 4. That was a nice job in outer zone 4.
Another very good run. See, this was what I was expecting from the first half of the field. Clean up some of the mistakes you made, come out, and have good laps. Could have been a little deeper through two, but overall, good angle. I think he just scrubbed a little bit too much speed before his zone 2, and that's why he wasn't as deep.
I mean, know you're already in the top 32. Definitely lets you come in with a little bit more speed and vengeance.
A little bit more crazy.
Yep. But then it also messes you up sometimes too. So.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see what the judges say. $65.
So he'll keep his 73, and we'll see him tomorrow in top 32.
Up next is number 28, Yohei Yamaguchi, with 30 o'clock.
Around through outer zone 1. Does a nice job getting all the way through outer zone 1 into that inside clip. And then nice and deep in outer zone 2. Using a lot of handbrake as he gets into outer zone 3. And then back around through outer zone 4.
Overall, good put together run. Zone 1, really nice.
Yeah, he really relied on that handbrake this run.
And I think because he scrubbed so much speed going into 3, that set him off course for zone 4. And zone 4 is one of the largest scoring zones.
Yeah, he wasn't the deepest in outer zone 4.
I expect he's sitting on a 69 and then we get a little bit better. 73 for Yamaguchi. Up at the starting line now is car number 34, Yuki Inoka with Bold World Junction in his Junction R34, sitting on a 63.
Outer zone 1 with a lot of speed and angle. He came out of outer zone a little early, but into this inside clip, back around to outer zone 2. Finding his way to outer zone 3. Pushes himself really deep at the end of outer zone 3 and then back around for outer zone 4.
Starts off nice and deep through zone 1, shallows it up a little bit. About midway through zone 2. Overall, he's on a pretty shallow line. If he picks up with a bit more angle, a bit more speed.
Yep.
62 for Inoka.
Which he'll keep his 63. He'll be currently in 19th position. We'll see him in top 32.
And car number 82, Shuhei Itoyama, makeup, Garage B2 in his 180SX, sitting on a 56, is coming up next.
Outer outer zone 1. Gets out of outer zone 1 right in the middle, but he gets back in it and into that inside clip, and then outer zone 2. Leaves outer zone 2 a little early. And then gets into outer zone 3 a little late, and then back around for outer zone 4. Does a nice job all the way through outer zone 4.
Looks like this might be an improvement on his 56. I don't know how much of an improvement. He didn't really get out the depths of zone 1. Zone 2 left a little bit early. Zone 3 got in a little late. Zone 4 is pretty shallow throughout the whole zone. And a 58.
Which is an improvement, but he'll be in 29th position. And we'll also see him tomorrow.
Up next, we have car number 63, Fuga Kimura, Team Trinity Racing in his JCX100.
Come around in this first outer zone. Does an excellent job through outer zone 1. That inside clip, coming around in outer zone 2. Could have been deeper in outer zone 2, but making his way to outer zone 3. Does a nice job through outer zone 3, and then back around for outer zone 4. Does a nice job through outer zone 4.
Tell you what, he's pretty consistent about speed, throwing lots of angle, and kicking up as much smoke as possible.
Yep.
Did lots of angle into the first 2. Zone 3, not as much angle. He's coming forward, lots of angle. Also going into zone 3, because of the camera location left of our box, 75 for Kimura.
That puts him in 6th position so far. And we'll see him in top 32.
For zone 3, because the camera is left of the box, we see, when we're looking at it, a bit more angle than what everybody else sees. And up next is car 109. Ready to go to fight, right now, and take it 100 sitting on 62.
Does a nice job out of zone 1. Into that touch and go. And nice and deep all the way through outside zone 2. Does a nice job in outer zone 3. Oh, and then has something went wrong, and he was way shallow, gripped up, and was way shallow when I was on 4, missing outer zone 4.
Overall, the first half of his run is good. Right through zone 3. Oh, I think he just put a little bit too much angle going into zone 4. Or not enough angle. So then he tried to slow down to crank more angle in. Then he started gripping up and then forced him offline. And 65, so a slight improvement on a 62. Up next, we have car number 110, Sugisaki Sensei with LG Project and TMS Racing in his S15 Sylvia, sitting on a 62.
Coming around the corner, looking for outer zone 1. Does a nice job through outer zone 1. into that inside clip and back around, throwing in a ton of angle through outside zone 2. Does an excellent job in outside zone 3 as he's back around for outer zone 4. Using a lot of angle through all the zones. That should give him a bit of points on style. Throwing in a lot of angle and a lot of smoke.
Lots of angle going into 1. Switch back. Drop 2 and 2. Switch back on the gas for 4. Nice and equal result. Yeah, so for Ebisu, for Minami, what I was told was that it was more of an insurance issue, and that's why they ended up turning it into a rally course. But they're talking about bringing it back in the next couple of years with a couple minor tweaks.
Hopefully the jump's still there. I doubt it, but hopefully.
And a 75 for Sugisaki Sensei. Up next, we have car number 23, Jace, with Vehicolo, with Z33, Fairlady Z, sitting on a 75.
Which I imagine him throwing down another heater run as he enters outer zone 1. Nice and deep all the way through outer zone 1. Coming back around that inside clip, does a nice job there. And has his back tires glued to that back line through outer zone 2. Does a nice job through outer zone 3. And then once again, putting his back tires on that back line and not letting them leave.
Yeah, beautiful run from Jace.
That's gonna be a pretty high score.
Yeah. I think what it was yesterday, he said at school, he was studying the layout yesterday. Very nice, very clean run. Lots of angle, nothing but throttle the entire run. I mean, very few times did you see him when the back 2 tires weren't on the edge of the zone.
Exactly.
Yeah, super smooth run. He had some issues before with some throttle response. They got that all tuned out, so much smoother runs.
Exactly. Ooh, gets a 89, which is definitely the highest of the day. We'll put him in first ranking so far.
That's crazy. That run was awesome. Up next is car number 260, Jonathan Jin from Team Taiwan Elite Silver Mist. Sitting on 62.
Coming in with a ton of speed, looking for outer zone 1. Going in a lot of angle right at the end of that outside zone. Into that touch and go. Starts in the back, finishes in the back of outer zone 2. Coming back around through outside zone 3, does a nice job there. And then looking for outer zone 4. Starts on that back line and doesn't leave it all the way through.
This car Jonathan's car didn't seem to be gripping up as much as it normally does.
They probably took a lot of grip out because it's just too fast.
This was an awesome run. But like you can tell it's a bit slower. There's a bit less grip. Overall, very good run.
Yeah.
I like the changes that they made.
Yeah, he's not a limiter guy. He was using a lot of it.
Oh yeah.
So there's definitely got to say I think they took some grip out, which definitely played in his advantage.
Yeah.
Though.
Excellent run. And a 78 for Jonathan in second place. Coming down now, we have car number 62, Tatsuya Kobayashi with Team Trinity Racing in his JZX 100 Mark II, and he's sitting on a 67.
Coming in with a lot of speed and a lot of angle, and he gets all the way through outside zone 1. Not letting up through that inside clip into outside zone 2. Looks like he might have left outer zone 2 a little early. It gets into outer zone 3, throwing a ton of angle as he's back around for outside zone 4 and not letting up on the angle, but doesn't get all the way to that backside of the zone.
Now, I will say, tons of commitment, tons of angle, tons of smoke. Overall, a great run. Just a couple misses here and there, but overall, a very good run. I think probably a little bit of an improvement on the 67.
Yep.
I wonder how much.
Yeah, he definitely could have let off the gas just a smidge for some to be better, more precise. But all in all, it looked cool, and that's all that matters.
Braking.
As long as it looks cool for me, it's good in my books.
And a 71. So a 4-point improvement. Up next, we have car number 829, Sena. White River, sitting on a 70.
Ooh, I think he might have snapped an axle.
Yeah.
At the start line. He is sitting on a 73, so he will be going to top 32. Just unfortunate we couldn't see him try to improve on it, because I know that's what he would have wanted to do.
Yeah. He was telling me he's going to come out number 1. And he said this one right here was going to be the one that he does it on. So a little too overzealous at the start. And unfortunately, that's a 0 for Sena. But he's still sitting on the 73.
Having that much grip and trying to do a stand and burnout at the start line probably isn't the best idea.
Especially not for that. And up next, we have car number 42, Daiichi Isaki with Gear Power and KFK with Soran in his S15 Sylvia. You should definitely go this one.
Still undecided. We'll see.
I like his exhaust note. Yeah.
Coming around. Whoa! He was looking for a back, but just like he's having fun now, knowing he's in. He's just having fun.
That's the best thing. Well, have fun. Ride the back line.
now have 3 drivers left. 1 having a 0, hoping to get in. The other 2 are in, but they would definitely want to improve their scores.
Exactly. So we have car number 104, Toshihiko Mizuno with Team 0. SF Soviet is sitting on the 77. Currently in 4th place.
Come around the corner with a lot of speed as he enters outside zone 1. Does a nice job all the way through outside zone 1. Into that inside clip. Back around through outside zone 2. Nice indeed through outside zone 2. Throwing a ton of angle through outside zone 3. And then back around through outside zone 4. And it just hugs the backside of that zone all the way through.
Overall, very, very good run.
He looks a lot faster than his previous weeks.
Oh, yeah.
He's done something. He's way faster than what he has been the past few rounds.
I feel like we've had some drivers that have gotten a little bit slower. Some have gotten a little bit faster. It's all about trying to make some changes to either keep up with your opponents or
knock
put
them
down
off.
as much angle as you can. Is it on 77? Let's see what Mizuno gets from the judges. What do you guys think?
Oh, he keeps the same score with the 77. He's currently in 3rd, and we'll see him tomorrow.
Consistency.
Yep.
Up next, car number 75, Koji Nagase with Team Kazama with his Lexus IS 350C Convertible.
He's sitting on a 0, so he needs a score to get into the top 32. Coming into outside zone 1, playing pretty conservative through outside zone 1. Into that touch and go and back around through outside zone 2. Does a nice job through outside zone 2. And then all the way through outside zone 3. And it comes around through outer zone 4. And just playing it nice and conservative through the whole way, just where he can get a score.
Nice, clean, safe run. Lots of throttle. Good angle. Not too deep to the zones. But also not too shallow either.
That'll definitely give him a score. But hopefully it's above a 48 for him to get in.
Oh, it probably.
See what the judges have to say. The current cutoff is 48 at the moment. He gets a 72. Which makes him on through the next top 32.
And unfortunately, that puts Julian just out with Supra.
That's unfortunate because his Supra was cool.
Up next, car number 7, Japan Environment
Coming in with a ton of angle all the way through outside zone 1. Into that inside clip, back around through outside zone 2. Does a nice job in outside zone 2, throwing in a ton of angle all the way through outside zone 3. And then back around for outside zone 4. And then just glues himself to that back line.
Very, very good. Could have got a little deeper into zone 1. Nice inner clip. Nice dip and angle to his own too. He looked really good to his own too. Ended up riding the back line his own 4. Overall, like I said, very, very good run.
With them having a qualifying score to begin with,
And a 79.
means he can be a little bit more risky going into it, and it helped him.
Yep.
And that's going to be a wrap for
qualifying.
For qualifying. Here's the provisional rankings of where everybody placed. Jace coming in first with the 89. Shoshiro Nakamura coming in second with a 79. Jonathan coming in with a 78. Mizuno coming in with a 77. And Nagahiro also coming in with a 77. That's the top 5. And then all the way down. And then with Deguchi with a 56. That is a 32.
We're going to go back to the top qualifying run, so you guys can get to see that beautiful run over again. As soon as we finish up the last of the conventional rankings. Nagahiro and Mizuno both got 77, and the previous run they got 77.
Yep. This is Jace's top qualifying run. Gave him first position. As you see, he's just glued to the back line in all the zones. A lot of throttle commitment.
A lot of really good runs. A lot of drivers still need to work on their solo runs a bit. But overall, we're set with our qualifiers for tomorrow.
Yep.
And, we'll pick up the top 32 at 9:40 a.m. Japanese time. Beautiful day. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yep, nice hot day. We'll see you tomorrow.
雨の日の運転って心配ですよね。いざという時によりちゃんと止まれるタイヤといえば横浜タイヤでしょ。
晴れの日の約4倍も事故が多い雨の運転。横浜タイヤならより安心。
タイヤは雨で選ぼう。横浜タイヤ。
追い求めれば求めるほど遠ざかる時もある。でも理想に追いつけるのは自分だけだ。池江璃花子は横浜ゴムと世界に挑戦する。限界はない。行くぞ横浜。
MID ホイール Are you ready everybody? MID ホイールダンディムーディ MID ホイールキャンディフレンディホイールは MID
ultimate lubricant. Morty's.
Made in Japan. Breed.
グランスノーは日替わりで DJ が来てるんだよ。今日は特別にブースにお邪魔します。
さあ皆さん、スノーボードを楽しんでますでしょうか。
いただきます。ちょっとこのリフト日本で一番速いらしいよ。なんと秒速5メートル。それって時速何キロ？わかんない。しかもこのリフトすべて水力発電で賄ってるんだって。すごい。キッズパークも充実。大満足。